Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64, and in this episode, we actually lost our hat, thanks to a rather mischievous monkey in Tall Tall Mountain. But in this episode, Mario doesn't have time for hats, he's going to be going on to the next course. Now this course presents us immediately with a choice. We can go off into the left portrait, or to the right. We could use the middle one, but actually that middle one doesn't work. We have to choose one or the other. Well, let's go ahead and choose this side. And all of a sudden the picture looks very big and Mario looks very small, because this is Tiny Huge Island, course number 13. Star number 1 is Pluck, the Piranha Flower. So this course presents us with its own set of unique challenges, obviously, considering that it is possible to make a small course and a large course out of one course. These gigantic Goombas here will give you just one gold coin if you step on them regularly, but if you stomp on them, then they produce a blue coin, which can be very useful if you're going for the 100 coins in a level. You'll find wooden stakes like these littered throughout the land. Most of them don't do anything, though it is possible, something I only recently figured out, that if you run around them while they are still standing upright, you can collect coins from some of them. Now, to collect the star in this level, we actually should have entered this level from the other side into the larger portrait, but we'll go ahead and make do. Ah yes, the invincible Spinies. Even the power of the Koopa Shell, the almighty Koopa Shell, is not enough to defeat them. And we might as well put this poor Koopa out of his misery while he's just running around here doing nothing. And you can also see something else, that now that we do not have our hat, Mario does take more damage than usual every time he gets hurt, which means that lava and the like will kill you in just 2 attempts. And you'll also lose health more quickly underwater. So going hatless is never a good idea, but I wanted to try at least one level with Mario without his hat. There's a cannon here, but we can't use it because we haven't opened it yet. Ouch! So the one thing that won't do much more damage to you is being sprayed with fire from a fireball or from one of those fly guys, because fire itself can only burn you so much. So, thanks to the timing, we fall. Well, now that we've explored the island a little bit as we were small, let's go ahead and jump into the island now that we're big, so we can get to the star a little bit more quickly this time. See, we start in the exact same area, only as a much larger Mario. Now these mini Goombas are quite annoying to even hit, and if you punch them, you'll send them flying. So to kill them, you're going to want to just simply step on them, like so. There's more flame-shooting cannonballs here as larger Mario, and there's also a Piranha Plant here. But this Piranha Plant is not the Piranha Plant that we're going to want to pluck to be able to get the star. But to find that Piranha Plant, we're going to want to enter ubiquitous green pipes and jump out here in the same area, this time with gigantic Piranha Plants. Killing them produces 3 coins, or 2 coins actually. It is possible to kill them even while they're shrinking down to size. There's 4 of them in total in this grassy area here, all hidden, waiting for you to come. And they will be ready to spit fire at you. Oh, 5 of them actually. I thought there was only 1 back here. I suppose there must be 2. There we are. Producing another star. Now this level, Tiny Huge Island, this is a very obvious attempt by Bowser to use the power of the stars to his own advantage. You can see Mario looking for his hat, unable to find it, quite depressed at that fact. Now we want to, from now on, usually jumping into the level as larger Mario is quite the better prospect. Tip top of the huge island. Even though this is a star meant, this and the last star are both stars meant for the smaller Mario, jumping in as larger Mario allows you to traverse the island much easier, allowing you to get nearer to where you need to be to reach the star without having to cross the entire island as Tiny Mario, which, because of his size, prevents you from reaching most of the areas. Since the island now is quite small, we can use our hook jump to climb up here and sequence break that entire tricky section of platforming down below us and reach where we need to go as small Mario, simply by jumping into this pipe and descending. Now, as I said, this level is a very good example of Bowser experimenting with the power of the stars on his own minions. Obviously, you can see the results of it in the clone big bob-ombs that we've been facing thus far, but the gigantic and huge, the very fact that two islands of differing sizes that are almost identical to each other even exist shows that Bowser created one. Perhaps he took another island from somewhere else and split it into two, and then shrunk one while increasing the size of the other to provide a place where he could test the effect of the stars on minions to change their size. You have the small Goombas and the larger Goombas. And as you'll see later, it wasn't just the Goombas that he shrunk. Tip top of the huge island is complete. We'll go ahead and head back into the level once again as larger Mario. Rematch with Koopa the Quick. Yes, you remember back in the very beginning of the game when we first faced off against Koopa the Quick, and I said that there was a reason that he was quite so much larger than regular Koopas are? This is why. Koopa the Quick was in fact an experiment by Bowser into just how big the King Koopa could manage to make his minions. Thanks to the power of the stars, he greatly increased Koopa the Quick's size and speed. But at the same time, he also made it so that Koopa the Quick could not very easily be controlled by the Master of Evil, which means that Koopa the Quick himself now only wishes to race Mario rather than destroying him. Perhaps Koopa the Quick and his other Koopa friends are not quite as evil as you might think. They just simply cannot communicate all the same way. Let's go ahead and read this sign. I'll be back soon. I'm out training now, so come back later. Koopa the Quick. Well, you seem to be here now, so why haven't you taken this sign down? Long time no see. Wow, have you gotten fast? Have you been training on the sly, or is it the power of the stars? I've been feeling down about losing the last race. This is my home course. How about a rematch? The goal is in Windsweat Valley. Ready? Go! You can see that this, as he said, this is his home course. This is where Bowser created him, and this is where his home is, because this is the only place where his size fits the rest of the level around him. Now, we have to race down to the bottom of the valley, collecting coins along the way, dodging cannonballs, running up this horrible plank that will push us off if we try to long jump, so we have to foot race, and we reach the top and the flag with 23 seconds and several seconds to spare. No way! You beat me again! And I just spent my entire savings on these new Koopa Mach 1 sprint shoes. Here, I guess I have to hand over this star to the winner of the race. Congrats, Mario. Yes, Koopa the Quick, thank you very much. You're not such a bad fellow at all. He just enjoys a good race, that's all. Now, rematch with Koopa the Quick, completed. We'll go back into the level once again as larger Mario. And for our 100th star, we will find 5 itty-bitty secrets. Now, this is the first level that we've actually supposed to enter this level as larger Mario. But as I said, you're going to want to enter the level as larger Mario every time, simply because that makes it much easier to traverse. Now, 5 itty-bitty secrets. This can be quite tricky if you don't know where to find them. There's one right here where the cannonballs emerge from. You can see Koopa the Quick over there in his small self. He obviously doesn't recognize us, considering that we're a giant at this point, and he tries to run away. So we'll leave him alone. Over here, there is another secret. We're going to want to come down this direction. Now, you may think that those fish down swimming in there are quite interesting, cute, perhaps. Well, they're not so when you're smaller Mario, as you may have guessed. There's another secret here where the cannon is. Go ahead, stop on you. We're going to want to talk to this pink bob-omb because preparing the cannon for small Mario will make one of our later stars quite a bit easier. Now, we could go around the mountain the way that you're supposed to, but I prefer simply scaling it with a few well-placed and well-timed jumps. And since larger Mario is so much larger than, well, everything else in this level, you can actually climb this mountain quite easily this way. Now, I don't remember if there is... I want to say that there's another secret here. You can see, to make this level more dangerous for Mario, they greatly increase the number of fireballs and such. Yes, there we are. The fourth secret is right up there in that entrance, which we'll be visiting later as Small Mario. It's going to be quite important to us, in fact. Especially for the 100 coins. Now. There we go. Go ahead and jump our way up towards the top of the mountain. This way. Now, it's my belief that Bowser constructed most of this level himself. But there was one thing that he did not construct. The center of the mountain. The center of the island, I mean. The mountain. Because, as you can see, the mountain itself, not only does it house the fifth secret, but there's also something here. A pool of water. An extinct volcano, perhaps. Whatever the case, we're going to have to be coming back here later. As Small Mario, as you may have guessed. That seems to be the theme of this level. Come here once as Large Mario, and come again as Small Mario. I could try to long jump that, but I'm not going to take the chance. Because, you see, in this level, death can be quite common. In fact, frustratingly so. There are a lot of different pits that you can fall in all over the place. And since the level is smaller size than it should be, it can be quite easy to fall into one of those pits thanks to one of these things, such as these, and die by mistake. So you're going to want to be careful, take your time, avoid the enemies at all costs. Alright, and here we are. Whatever. I can simply swim it off. I suppose jumping into water would help a burn, but I don't think it would help quite as much as this game seems to portray it as helping. There we are. Now we're going to want to come back around here towards the entrance area of the island to be able to collect our star. We can grab this right here. And this switch makes these platforms appear, which enable us to reach that square platform off in the distance where the star is. There's also, I believe, a warp on this island where that coin is that'll take you back to the main land once the switch runs out. And there's our 100th star! 5 itty bitty secrets. Go ahead and go right back into the level. And continue. Wiggler's red coins. You remember I said we would be coming back to where that hole was before? In the side of the mountain with the plank reaching to it? Well, we're going to want to go and do that now. Alright. Now be gone, Piranha Plant. Once again, we'll use our hook jump shortcut to reach the top green pipe here on the mountain. And then we'll make our way down this direction towards where Koopa the Quick was. Koopa the Quick will not be here for any star but his own. So keep that in mind. Now, we can descend from here to the beach. And you may notice there is a large... You can hear that splashing sound? That isn't the Lakitu dropping spinies on us. Because even though this is the first level with Lakitus in it, that is in fact that fellow out there. That rather large and rather menacing fish will in fact swallow Mario and eat him whole if he gets the chance. So we want to avoid him at all costs. Swim past him. Ignore him. Don't even make eye contact. Swim over to where the cannon is. Jump inside. Aim up here for that tree. Yes, quite. There we are. Squash this Goomba. And follow this little wooden plank out in this direction. This is quite tricky if you don't take your time. I know a lot of people have trouble even reaching this star before we even get close to grabbing it. We follow that inside, we reach the interior of the mountain. You can hear an odd sound echoing above us. If you look up, you can see there is Wiggler. Quite a large Wiggler, in fact. Not the largest Mario has ever seen, but quite a large one nevertheless. There's a red coin right here. Now, this is actually one of the hardest red coin stars in the game to get, because we are standing on gigantic stalagmites. Down below us is a pit so deep that Mario dies instantly if he falls inside. So you want to be extremely careful climbing your way around this area. Because if you fall, you'll die. And if you die, you'll have to start this entire level over and make your way back to this area. Unlike other stars similar to this where we start back at the entrance. No, in this star, you start over all over again. Now, there's one more red coin right out here. Avoid that flame. There's also this, which drops just 2 measly blue coins for us to collect. Quite pitiful. Now, we have to make our way back. Careful. There we are. Now, the last red coin is up at the top of this right here. And there we are. All 8 red coins collected. Well done, Mario. Despite not having our hat, we've made good progress this... Alright, so one last star for us to get before we go after the 100 coin star. Once again, we want to enter as Big Mario, but this time, it's for a reason. We want to enter once again as Large Mario. We want to continue our way up the mountain. As you may have guessed from Wiggler's position in the last star, we have to reach the top of the mountain as Small Mario to be able to confront the gigantic caterpillar, but the only way to do that... Ouch. The only way to do that is to go there first as Large Mario and open the way. You may recall there being a pool of water at the top of the mountain when we collected the 5th secret there. Well, to reach Wiggler's area, we have to first do this. Open up whatever was holding that water back and enabling us to reach the next area. Now, go ahead and jump into this green pipe, which is conveniently located for us here at the bottom of the slope. Use that to ascend towards the top of the mountain. There's a clone of Big Bob-omb up here. You want to be careful. He can and will throw you off the side, and then you'll have to ascend the entire mountain again. Alright. Now, our first star was down there, but now we can come up here to the top of the mountain. This whole entire area would be underwater if we hadn't first opened it up as Large Mario. Go ahead and drop down inside and... Ah! You flooded my house! Why? Look at this mess! What am I going to do now? The ceiling's ruined! The floor is soaked! What to do? What to do? It makes me so mad! Everything's been going wrong ever since I got this star. It's so shiny that it makes me feel strange. Yes, we have a sort of Gollum Smeagol thing going on here with Wiggler, unfortunately. Wiggler has been corrupted by the power of the stars, grown to an enormous size. I can't take this anymore! First you get me all wet, then you stomp on me. Now I'm really mad! Ah! Ugh. And thanks to the fact that we don't have our hat, we're taking quite a lot of damage from it. Hey, knock it off! That's the second time you've nailed me. Now you're asking for it! Linguini breath! And there it is, the reference to Mario eating pasta that I was looking for. I knew there was one in this game somewhere. Wiggler jumps straight up in the air and runs at us, and we have to grab these coins or else we'll die very quickly. Now, Wiggler will not come up on the sides of the arena. It'll stay towards the middle. Now, you're going to want to wait for it to come around and then jump on its face. Quite simple, really. Not an easy boss. Not a hard boss fight at all. Ouch! Uncle! Uncle! Okay, I give. Take this star. Whew. I feel better now. I really didn't need it anymore anyway. I can see the stars through my ceiling at night. They make me feel peaceful. Please, come back and visit anytime. Yes, getting rid of the star actually... What it does is it causes Wiggler to shrink back down to its normal size. And then fall through the grate. and disappear into the depths. You can position it so that Wiggler will either end up on this little platform here or on one of the other platforms, and then it'll just scurry around and do nothing for a little while. You can't kill it again. We put the poor creature out of its misery, collected our 6th star. Now we're going to be going back into big and little islands, tiny huge islands, big little islands, little big planet, whatever the case may be, and we'll be collecting all 100 coins. So I will see you all in a moment as soon as I've done so. Alright, so there we go. I figured out after a couple of tries that the best strategy was to enter the island as Little Mario and emerge as Big Mario and collect your last couple of coins. And you can see by stomping on the Goombas with actual stomps, instead of just jumping on them, you gain enough coins that you don't have to even bother with the red coins inside of Wiggler's cave to get the 100 Coinstar. There we go. After 45 minutes worth of recording and several failed attempts at getting this Coinstar, we will be returning to this level never. Come here. I want to show you guys what happens when you punch a Goomba as Big Mario. Or a Koopa, for that matter. Ah, therapy. So let me go ahead and exit course. Return to the lobby of the castle, because in the very next episode, we will be going to the second to last course of this game. See you all next time, folks. Good night.